Greetings, divine sisters and brothers of the light. I'm Paul White Gold Eagle with PrimeDisclosure.com. Thank you for joining me today in this special transmission video where we'll be speaking about and introducing some of our new services and some of the new things we'll be doing into the future. For those that have been following this channel for a while now, thank you all very much for your support, and thank you to all of you that continue to supporting us in this work and mission. Many things have changed over the last few months, so we're going to be flowing with these changes and navigating through these interesting and somewhat challenging times. So some of the new things we'll be offering YouTube memberships. So part of the purpose of this video is to talk a little bit about my background as a teacher and some of the spiritual practices, philosophies that I've trained in and taught for over many years now. So one of the new things with the YouTube memberships, we'll have several tiers. Each tier you'll be getting some new teachings, practices. So tier 1, each month you'll get one new teaching, practice, everything from spiritual arts to guided meditations, healing practices, many different things. So tier 2 you'll be getting 2 teachings, 3, 4, and 4. Same with on Patreon. So those that have been with us on Patreon over the years, we're asking you to please continue supporting us there. What we'll be teaching on both platforms, Patreon and YouTube, will be the same teachings and arts. And we prefer Patreon over the two because Patreon keeps 10% of the pledges and donations, YouTube 30%. But because of several issues we've had over the last couple months and the loss of some of our financial supporters, Spirit has guided us to start using YouTube as a platform to put our teachings out and practices and some of the extra things we do for our tribe and our team through YouTube. And it's also an experiment we're going to see because of some of the shadow banning and blocking of our teachings and our transmissions to see if potentially the AI and the energy of YouTube will start working with us instead of against us. We'll see what happens. We'll keep you all up to date. So a little bit about myself for those that don't know me or my background. You know, I do a daily podcast, a daily transmission every day, 7 days a week, on everything from the new earth, the great awakening, the ascension, and living from the heart, practicing being connected to all things. We teach many things and we do transmissions. We work with many earth scribes from all over this realm that are part of this awakening process, this ascension process. Part of the purpose for us coming here on this mission is to assist Gaia and all her children in this great awakening, in the ascension to the new age, the new earth, to 5D and beyond. So a little bit about myself. Over the last 30 years, I've been in this realm 49 years. Starting at about 17 years old, I started training with the masters. And I've taught for many years in dojos and out in nature in many places. And I trained in a temple, Buddhist temple, in Zen Buddhism, Shin Buddhism. I've trained with several Zen masters in a temple monastery, Sensei Ogoi, Kango Roshi, Edo Roshi, Daido Roshi. Roshi in Japanese mean teacher, and it's generated with Zen. Also sensei in Japanese, Sifu or Shifu in Chinese, guru in Hindi and Sanskrit in India. So I've trained with yoga masters. I've trained in Kriya Yoga, Ashtanga, and several other yogic practices, tantric arts, Zen Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, also with several shamans, healers, sages, the Mongolian shamanism, Native American shamanic practices, and many other philosophies, spiritual arts. many from the East and many from the West, in alchemy and Christian mysticism, Judaic mysticism, divine alchemy, Essene practices, many different things. And with several Taoist masters, Qing Feng Dao Shi, Gold Dragon Master, from the Kunlun lineage, Mao Shan, also trained in many martial arts practices, from Shaolin to Qigong arts to Tai Chi, Damak, Mao Shan, many poem training. Also trained in many healing arts, from Shiatsu to Reiki, Qigong, acupuncture, acupressure, pranic healing arts, many things. So all of these practices, all of these healing, spiritual, martial arts, we put together with my sacred condor and I to create a healing art, a healing practice, and an awakening. Our purpose was to come here to awaken people from the matrix, from the what we call Maya in Buddhism, the illusion, the delusion. So one of the things we'll be offering to our supporters, we'll be doing 3 healing ceremonies, sessions, and this will be remote. This will be a distance healing. We'll be offering one for our tribe on Patreon, for our team on YouTube, and for everyone that donates in that month. It'll be 3 separate sessions, and what we'll be doing is we'll post in Patreon. It'll be at the end of every month, and you'll have to give us permission. Being a free will universe, we can't send this Reiki, this universal life force healing to you without your permission. So we'll ask you to opt in each month, and it'll be at the end of the month. By the middle to a couple of weeks before, we'll let you know the date and time. There's nothing that you'll need to do other than be aware of when we're sending you the healing pranic energy, the chi. In Japanese, ki, K-I, Chinese chi, prana in Sanskrit mean universal life force or God energy, source energy, Buddha energy. It's the Tao, the way, the truth, the I am presence, the still white magnetic light at the center of all things. This is our pure awareness, our pure presence, our still center, 0 point. And my sacred condor and I will be transmitting this in 3 different sessions. It'll be 3 different nights at the end of each month. So we'll let you know on Patreon. Then we'll also post a video each month on the YouTube membership, and you just put your name underneath. And then everyone that donates in the month, the next month we'll send you. So we'll send out an email to everyone that sends a donation. Just reply to the email that yes, you want to be included in that month's healing session. So everyone that has donated in this past June, at the end of July, we'll do a healing ceremony for all of you. This is just an extra service we'll be providing for our thanks and gratitude for all of those that support us in this great work and mission. And another purpose for us to be adding this new YouTube membership is we're still working towards our first wellness center. And part of our vision, we have big vision, but the small vision to start the first wellness center, we want to build a tachyon chamber. It's a room of Pleiadian technology, and the what we need, the gear, you could call it, the crystals, the symbols, everything that we need to build this chamber costs about $25,000. So we're still trying to get grants, but we're trying to go grassroots. So part of the donations, obviously, we need the money for our daily living expenses, our monthly living expenses, and then we'll start putting money towards the healing center. Right now we're just making enough to pay for things such as rent, internet, daily cost of living, food, these things. And like I said, we've lost several of our financial supporters, so Great Spirit has guided us. This is another way that people can help support us. And it's another way for us through YouTube to be able to get new students, new practitioners of our lineage of the eagle and the condor. So that's what we did. We put all these philosophies, these teachings, these arts. This is what I've been teaching on Patreon over the last several years, and what we'll be putting on the YouTube memberships. So I think that'll cover everything for now. My sacred condor and I would like to transmit our healing love and light to each and every one of you. And we plan on doing some special streams, some teachings, some meditations for our tribes on Patreon, our YouTube members, and then also we'll be sending out special gifts to anyone that sends in any donation at all. And that'll be a love donation, and like I said, we'll send out an email to all that donate the previous month for the next month's healing ceremony, the puja, the prayer, the healing session. And we plan on creating a guided meditation that you could, if you want. There's nothing you need to do to take part in the ceremony. Just be aware you can meditate, go out to nature. It'll be about an hour session, an hour healing session for each resource, say Patreon, one for YouTube, and then for donations. So thank you very much. We look forward to continue to serving all of you into the future, and continue doing the daily transmissions, obviously, and look forward to the next level, the next stage of our work together in transmitting the love, the light, the healing, Christ consciousness to you and to all of our people of the New Earth, our team of 144,000 that spreads out through this whole realm to enlighten, to lift up, to awaken all living consciousness. For we're all in this together. We are walking each other home, because we are the one and the many and the one. Namaste means the God within me witnesses the God within you. For I am another you. In lakech alakin. We are all kin hiranpan Pachamama, the great Mother Earth. And as Gaia ascends, we ascend with her. The ascension process is infinite, endless, it's timelessness. And we continue to rise together, for there is no plateau to bliss, love, and truth. But there is a plateau to suffering, and we've reached way beyond that plateau, and we have sent out the signal, we received the signal from the inhabitants of this simulation that yes, they have suffered enough, we have suffered enough, and it is time to free humanity from all slavery systems of illusions, delusions of suffering and separation. So thank you all very much for joining us on this great mission. Thank you all very much. My sacred condor and I are very grateful for each and every one of you that have supported us over these years. We couldn't be doing this work without you. So our main purpose is the daily transmission, to get the energy, the gnosis, the sacred knowledge out to as many of our people, our team of 144,000, and then to all of humanity, and spread like wildfire, the sacred fire, the holy water, the holy mother, the holy father, the holy fire. And together we raise and lift all consciousness for this quantum leap of consciousness into the new human, homo luminous, of the Christ consciousness, the cosmic consciousness of Source Creator, God consciousness, which is our true nature, our true self of pure love, pure light. We say the clear light of bliss as we enter into the gates of heaven through eternal bliss consciousness. So again, thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. My condor and I are very grateful for each and every one of our angels of the new earth. In lakech alakin. Namaste. Aho. Feel the energy of the blue ray of our 12th dimensional Venusian, Elven, Lyran, Vulcan energy of Source Creator. The blue and the red come together to create the purple, the violet ray, the violet flame of Saint Germain resonating in your heart center in this now.